The 5 sheaths, Pancha Koshas, and how they dissolve in enlightenment, revealing the layers of the self, one by one, until only silence remains. What if your body was never the whole of you? What if your thoughts were just passing garments, and even your deepest emotions were not who you truly are, but veils softly woven over something infinite? The ancient sages saw through these veils. They called them koshas, sheaths, or layers, each subtler than the last, each a skin between the soul and the self. And they taught, to awaken, you do not build something new. You dissolve what is false. You peel back the layers until only silence remains. This is not metaphor. This is the anatomy of liberation, mapped in the Upanishads, confirmed in stillness, and lived by those who disappear into light. Let us return to the 5 sheaths now, not just to name them, but to learn how they fall away on the path to truth. Section 1. What are the Pancha Koshas? The word Pancha means 5. Kosha means sheath or covering. Together, Pancha Koshas refers to the 5 layers of your being, like concentric shells around a radiant core. They were first described in the Taittiriya Upanishad, one of the oldest and most direct maps of the self. According to this teaching, the soul is not the body, not the breath, not the mind, but the witness behind them all. The 5 koshas are not 5 bodies. They are 5 experiential frequencies, from dense to subtle, from form to formlessness. They are Annamaya, the sheath of matter; 2 Pranamaya, the sheath of energy; 3 Manomaya, the sheath of thought; 4 Vijnanamaya, the sheath of wisdom; 5 Anandamaya, the sheath of bliss. Each one is real until it is seen through, and in the highest state, all 5 are known to be impermanent. What remains is pure awareness beyond name, form, or division. Section 2. Annamaya Kosha, the sheath of matter. Anna means food. Annamaya Kosha is the body made of earth, water, and nourishment, the structure of flesh, bone, and breath. It is born from food, it grows by food, and it returns to the earth like all things in nature. This is the physical body, the one we carry, adorn, worry about, and eventually leave behind. Its characteristics: perceptible by senses, subject to time, aging, decay, limited in space and form. But the Upanishads remind us, this is only the outermost sheath. To identify as only the body is to forget the flame behind the clay lamp. And so through discipline, posture, right food, and stillness, the seeker begins to sense, I am not this sheath. The body is real, but not who I am. Section 3. Pranamaya Kosha, the sheath of energy. Prana is not breath, it is vital force, the current that moves breath, heartbeat, digestion, and thought. The Pranamaya Kosha is the subtle field that animates the body and connects it to the life web. Think of it as the energy behind movement, the link between body and mind, the seat of breath, vitality, and subtle sensation. It is more fluid than the physical body, but still bound by rhythm and polarity. When prana flows harmoniously, we feel light, strong, awake. When it's blocked, we feel fatigue, tension, confusion. Yogic breathwork pranayama is designed to balance this sheath, so is conscious movement, fasting, and sacred sound. Eventually, as awareness refines, the seeker realizes, even this vital field is not the self. You are not the winds. You are the space they move through. Section 4. Manomaya Kosha, the sheath of mind. Mana means mind, specifically the reactive, emotional, and thought-forming mind. The Manomaya Kosha includes memories, emotions, mental commentary, egoic filters, and impressions. It is where identity is shaped, where desires arise, where fear and judgment whisper. This sheath is subtle and seductive. Most people spend their entire lives inside it. But the sages saw that even thought is not final. Even emotion rises and falls. Through mantra, stillness, and meditation, the yogi begins to see, thoughts arise, but they are not me. This is the first great freedom. The mind is not the master. It is simply a passing cloud in the inner sky. Section 5. Vijnanamaya Kosha, the Sheath of Wisdom. Vijnana means knowing or discernment, a deeper intelligence beneath the surface mind. The Vijnanamaya Kosha includes intuition, higher reasoning, discrimination between truth and illusion, the silent clarity that knows without thinking. This sheath is quiet. It does not argue. It recognizes truth by resonance, not by logic. Here the yogi begins to rest in the witness. They see the mind, but are no longer caught in it. They feel the body, but do not cling to it. From this layer, you can observe your entire being with gentle distance. But even this clarity, this wisdom, is still a sheath, still an echo of the self. It is the last doorway before the veil falls away completely. Section 6. Anandamaya Kosha, the Sheath of Bliss. Ananda means bliss, but not pleasure. It is the silent joy of being, the peace that asks for nothing, the stillness beyond opposites. The Anandamaya Kosha is not emotion. It is the quiet glow of awareness when all clinging ends. You touch it in deep meditation. You feel it after surrender. It is the hum beneath silence, the warmth of the eternal heart. It is the closest sheath to the self, but it is still a sheath. Because bliss too comes and goes, even the most luminous joy arises in contrast. And so, even this must dissolve. Section 7. What lies beyond the koshas? When the 5 sheaths dissolve, what remains? Not a thing. Not a thought. Not even bliss. What remains is being, unchanging, unbound, unnamed. It is not an experience because all experiences have a beginning and end. It is your original nature, the groundless ground, the self behind all veils. The sages called it Atman. The Buddhists called it no self. Silence has no label for it, only a smile. This is the true liberation, not the gaining of something new, but the falling away of all that is not you. Final reflection. You are not the body. You are not the breath. You are not the mind, the thought, the bliss, or the witness. You are the space that holds them all. You are the silent presence before anything arises. And when you know this, not just as theory, but as reality, you do not become something greater. You simply become free. Let the sheaths dissolve. Let the silence return. What you are has always been. If this teaching helped clarify or deepen your journey, I invite you to subscribe for future transmissions. In our next episode, we'll explore using the Manomaya Kosha to purify the thought field, a powerful next step in dissolving illusion from within. Until then, be still, be free, be what you already are.